that God appears to have laid out his plan in advance, and that's in some subtleties, and one of which I'd like to share with you in Genesis chapter 5, a genealogy. The genealogy in Genesis chapter 5 goes from Adam, the first man, down through Noah. And in Genesis chapter 5, if you wade through that, I encourage you to make a list of the names. Adam gave birth to Seth. Seth, Enosh. Enosh, Kenan. Kenan, Mahalalel. Mahalalel, Jared. Jared, Enoch. Enoch, Methuselah. Methuselah, Lamech. And Lamech was the father of Noah. Let's take these names. 10 names. But see, the problem is we need to know what the names mean. And if you have a study Bible or a source, a lexicon, what have you, you know that the name Adam means man. As you go through your Bible, when these names are typically first introduced, most of your marginal footnotes will tell you what the name means. Adam means man. Seth means appointed. Enosh means mortal. Kenan means sorrow. Mahalalel means the blessed God. Jared means shall come down. Enoch means teaching. Methuselah means his death shall bring. Lamech means the despairing. And the word Noah means rest or comfort. Now, let's read that genealogy as a sentence. Man is appointed mortal sorrow. The blessed God shall come down, teaching that his death shall bring the despairing comfort. Isn't that wild?
So you see, the names, when they are given to those men, it means nothing. To them, themselves, their name. I mean, why somebody, when I call his son, his death? Why you wanna, why you wanna call your son such a name? Like I can take the one, bless God. I can take the one, shall come down. I can take the one teaching, but his death. So they are names, and they meant nothing to those who carry the names. But it turned to be they are a prophecy. No one will understand the purpose of it until the prophecy happened. Did you get my point? All right. Is it true the tribe of Mumu, before going to Mecca, asked the Moabites if they can have their idols? We cannot trust really any of the stories about Muhammad. Any story, doesn't matter what the story is. Like there's tons of contradiction about Muhammad, the tribe. If they even exist, we don't know. As an example, the Muslim book says that Ishmael, he married from a tribe who lived in Mecca before Muhammad. Then the same Muslim book says, and this tribe was kicked by the tribe of Muhammad out of Mecca. And then the same Muslim books, they say that Muhammad is descended from Ishmael. Okay, how Ishmael married from a tribe, they are the enemy of the tribe of Muhammad, and then Muhammad is descended from Mecca, from Quraysh. So what I'm trying to say to you, we cannot take any source of information, of history about Mecca, about the tribes, about what happened there seriously, for they are full of shish kebab stories. All right. So when you say it's true, there's nothing true in the stories about Muhammad. There's not a single story we can consider it to be true. Like Muslim, they say that Muhammad is the son of Abdullah, right? Okay, how his father, his name is Abdullah, slave of Allah, and he is not a believer. It doesn't make sense. His name is the slave of Allah, his father. And then you will find that all the uncles of Muhammad, they are slaves of other idols. So obviously this story either is true, or the one who wrote the story meant that Muhammad is a son of unknown person. And just to make it clear for you, in Arabic, if somebody is unknown as a name, they say Abdullah Fulan, like someone, Abdullah is slave of Allah, someone. So we call him Abdullah. All right. In this case, I am not telling you a name, I'm telling one of the slaves of Allah. So either the story is saying that Muhammad is a son of unknown father, Abdullah, or his real name is Abdullah. But if his real name is Abdullah, then how he is not a believer? The Muslim, they might say to you, well, because he believes in idols. Show us the reference. Where you get this, that Muhammad's father believe in idols? Go ahead. There is no reference. So we cannot take Islamic history as history. You cannot take a single page written about Muhammad by Muslims. I use what is written about Muhammad against them because they're books, but not because it's trustworthy. Judaism reject Jesus, yet the big Christian prince defend them. Ha ha, potato. Well, you are stupid because the Judaism don't reject Jesus. You are mentally ill. All the disciples of Jesus are Jews. Who is Peter? Who is Paul? So you're an idiot. The majority of the Jews, actually, they are already Christians. That's why the Jews are very small in number until now. So why after thousands of years they are small in number? Because the majority of the Jews are Christians. So you are stupid to the point, decided to judge the Jews as a majority by the minority. So instead of saying the majority of the Jews become a Christian, you say the Jews, which means they are not the one who are Christians, they reject Jesus because you're a monkey. It's like saying there's 10 million Jews, 9 millions of them, they believe in Jesus, and there's 1 million refuse. So when we say all the Jews refuse Jesus because you're a donkey, because you hate the Jews and you try to find a reason to hate them. So you look after the 1 million who refuse to believe in Jesus, not the 9 millions who accepted Jesus. Correct? Because you're evil. Secondly, you idiot, we defend the existence of Israel because it's their land, not because they believe in Jesus. This is your house. A Christian person, he have to be decent, honest. So if you ask me, is that the land of Israel? I would say yes. Even the Quran says yes. Chapter 5, verse 21. Again, you're a donkey. So a Christian person, to be Christian, he have to defend the truth. And the truth is, this is the land of the Jews. Where Jesus was born? Where is David from? Where is Solomon from? Who is the one? So you're stupid. History defend the Jews. Muslim books defend the Jews. They cannot deny it. The Quran says Allah, he said to the Jews, this is the holy land Allah assigned for you. But because you're a monkey, you hate the Jews, you try to find any reason to hate them. How many fleas you have in your pant? Muhammad full of lies. Yet he want to teach us how to wash. You're a prophet, he takes shower with dead dogs and winner blood from period. Yet you Muslim call him holy. And you fight over his space. And nothing pisses you off except the Jews. The second we say Jews, you have a phobia. Monkey. And now look, his sinus is he retreat a potato. Defeated by Allah.